the face who runs the place.
I am the best thing going today.
Rest in peace.
The future is standing in front of you.
Looks like the time has come to pull the plug on the weak. Your independence gone. Control is not what it seems. It's time to rise up and take it into the streets. The life support is cut. The transformation complete. My actions don't seem so clean. You're out there pulling the strings. Anything in a cage you couldn't hold has escaped and it's out of your control. Everything you ever hoped that you could be only exists in a fake reality. You and I are one in the same. One reflection, bound by different names. Recognize that you have become everything you hate. Everything you hate.
Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw as we come to you live tonight from Colorado Springs. And earlier on before the show began, General Manager Kevin Nash tweeted out the following message on Twitter. And I quote, "Triple H has told me that he will be holding on to his rematch clause until a later date. Therefore tonight, we will have two matches with the winners advancing to a match with one another next week. The winner of next week's match will become the new #1 contender to the Universal title." And so tonight, coming up on Monday Night Raw, Apollo Crews will be set to take on the Swiss Superman Cesaro, while Sami Zayn takes on the Lone Wolf in Baron Corbin. Two huge matchups are coming up on tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw. And we are going to kick things off with one of those matchups. There is the Swiss Superman Cesaro. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Switzerland, Cesaro. So just to reiterate, Cesaro is set to take on Apollo Crews right here to kick off Monday Night Raw. And then later on tonight in our main event of the evening, Baron Corbin will take on Sami Zayn. The winners of those two matchups will do battle next week here on the Red Brand. And the winner of next week's match will become the new #1 contender to Braun Strowman's Universal Championship. Obviously, Triple H deciding to hold on to his rematch clause until a later date, and it will be up to Triple H to decide when he wants his rematch. So Cesaro is in the ring as he awaits his opponent. And here he comes. Introducing his opponent from Stone Mountain, Georgia, Apollo Crews. The always athletic, the always agile Apollo Crews now makes his way down to the ring. And we saw Apollo Crews compete in the King of the Ring tournament, where he was able to defeat the Animal, Batista. Crews would obviously wind up unsuccessful in the King of the Ring tournament, but he did look very impressive. So tonight, Apollo Crews has yet another opportunity to perhaps become the #1 contender to the Universal Championship. He'll need to get through Cesaro here tonight though. Not an easy task by any means, as the referee calls for the bell, and here we go. First matchup of the night, Cesaro versus Crews. And these two men very respectful towards one another. So I am expecting a respectful encounter between these two men. And right there you see it. Cesaro giving Crews a clean break out of the corner. And now Cruz has the arm of the Swiss Superman as he wrenches away on it. Cesaro, though, able to escape. And now Cesaro has the hammerlock applied on Cruz. Cruz able to escape now. And once again, Cruz with the arm of Cesaro. And again, wrenching away on it. Elbow there by Cesaro. And look at the power. Oh, what a gutbuster. Military press into a gutbuster. That will do some damage. Cruz may be in trouble here early on as now Cesaro taking control. Slamming Cruz there onto his arm, but Cruz able to evade the kick and deliver the neck breaker. And now Apollo Crews fighting back here in this matchup. Driving his elbows into the shoulder of Cesaro. And now Cesaro picked back up to his feet. Jab there on Cruz. And now Cesaro off that shot to the back. Gonna take Cruz up against the ropes. And now here's the power of the Swiss Superman. Hanging Cruz out to dry. First cover now of this match. Is it enough? No. Way too early. Only a 1 count there for Cesaro as he drives his elbow into the skull of Cruz. And now there's the double foot stomp. Followed by that kick to the face. And Cesaro is rolling. Cruz now, though, with a fireman's carry takeover. Once again, trying to get back into this matchup. And now Cesaro sent off the ropes. Apollo Crews, no, there's a collision. And Cesaro able to capitalize. Off the forearm. Once again, the power of the Swiss Superman coming into play. All the blood rushing to the head of Apollo Crews. Look at this. What a show of power. Stalling suplex into a cover now. Goes Cesaro. Again, though, only a 1 count. And now Cruz picked back up to a vertical base. Cesaro pulls Cruz back into a backbreaker. And Cruz rolling to the apron of the ring as Cesaro taunts away to the fans. And now Cesaro has Cruz where he wants him, suplexing him back inside the ring. And now once again Cruz picked back up to his feet. Cesaro sends him into the turnbuckle. Went for an uppercut there, but Cruz got out of the way. And now Cruz overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Both of these men incredibly powerful as Cruz again drives his elbow into the shoulder of Cesaro. Massive elbow drop now to follow. And Apollo Crews is in full control. Cesaro picked back up to a vertical base. Cruz, vertical suplex onto the Swiss Superman. Into the cover now goes Cruz. Only a 1 count. Another 1 count here in this matchup as now Cruz looking to crank away at the neck of Cesaro, but Cesaro able to create separation. And now Cruz again sent off the ropes. Cesaro catches him with a Michinoku driver into another cover now, and again only a 1 count. And now Apollo Crews with a jab to the midsection. Enziguri to follow. The Enziguri. And now Crews looking for cruise control to put this matchup away. But Cesaro fighting out with some elbows. And now look at this jackknife cover into a bridge. Cesaro for the victory. No. 1 count galore here in this matchup thus far. Oh, what a shot there from Crews. Dazing Cesaro, and Cesaro comes back with a European uppercut. And now Cesaro gets Cruz back up to his feet. There's a chop across the chest. And Cruz once again sent off the ropes. Another European uppercut. Into the cover goes Cesaro to put away Apollo. No, only a 2 count. Rolling neck snap now by the Swiss Superman. And what a matchup this is becoming. Very competitive atmosphere to kick off Monday Night Raw. As now Cruz sent to the apron. Big shot dazing Cesaro. Cesaro is dazed, and now look at this power. Samoan drop by Apollo. And now Cruz repositioning Cesaro center of the ring as he stomps on the arm of the Swiss Superman. Cesaro center of the ring, nowhere to go, as Cruz slows this matchup down by cranking away at the neck of Cesaro. And now into the cover, Cruz. Only a 1 count again. WWE fans split on who to cheer for in this match. As now Apollo Crews looking for cruise control once again. Cesaro standing switch. Kick to the leg. Straight jacket German suplex with a bridge. Cesaro almost had him there. Almost. And now Cesaro shot to the back of Apollo Crews once again. And now Crews set up against the ropes. And here's Cesaro with a clothesline. Sending Crews to the outside of the ring now. And Cesaro gonna take a risk. Tope Suicida. The suicide dive by Cesaro. And now Crews sent back inside the ring. Cesaro gonna follow. No, wait a minute. What is Cesaro gonna do next? He wants Crews back up to his feet. Now Cesaro, top rope. What a clothesline. Clothesline off the top. Into the cover. Cesaro for the victory. No. Crews grabs hold of the bottom rope. Great ring presence there by Crews. He knew exactly where he was. And now Cesaro gonna remind everyone why he's called the King of Swing. But Crews able to reverse. Cesaro with a knee. And now Apollo Crews. Oh, gets a backbreaker for his troubles. And now Cesaro went for a right hand, but instead caught one from Apollo. Jumping clothesline and a kip up. There's the athleticism from Apollo Crews. And now Tope Atomico. Crews maybe one step closer to becoming #1 contender. The cover, no. Another 2 count. And now Crews with a stomp to the chest. And there's another one. And now Crews. Another stomp to the arm. And now Crews tries to get Cesaro back up to his feet. But there's a shoulder tackle. And now Cesaro's going to try and get Crews back up to his feet. But there's an arm drag. Back and forth between these two men. As now Crews looking for another suplex. Cesaro able to block it. And now neutralizer time. Crews able to reverse. Back body drop there by Crews. And another elbow right to the chest. And now Apollo Crews looking for cruise control for the 3rd time in this match. It's the 3rd time a charm. Cesaro is up. And there it is. Cruise control into the cover. Shoulders down. Crews advances. Crews will be part of the #1 contenders match next week here on Raw. As we take a look back at this again, Crews went for a suplex. Cesaro able to block. Cesaro went for the neutralizer. Crews able to reverse. And then Apollo Crews planting Cesaro into the mat with cruise control. And Apollo Crews makes it to the #1 contenders match next week. Congratulations to Apollo Crews. A well-deserved victory here tonight, but wait a second here. We're going to get some respect. Yes, we are. Apollo Crews and Cesaro sharing respect towards one another to kick off Monday Night Raw. And still to come your way tonight, we will find out the man that will take on Crews next week here on Raw in that #1 contenders match. Will it be Baron Corbin or will it be Sami Zayn? That will be our main event here this evening. Also coming up tonight, will Sasha Banks be able to recapture the Raw Women's Championship from Ruby Riot in their rematch from the SummerSlam pay-per-view? We will find out tonight on Raw. Welcome back everybody to Monday Night Raw. And here comes a new Cruiserweight here on the red brand, making their in-ring debut here tonight. That is Ariya Daivari. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, by the way of Tehran, Iran, Ariya Daivari. Ariya Daivari, the latest addition to the Monday Night Raw Cruiserweight division. And this matchup will determine the final man to join the ranks in the Battleground United States Championship Fatal 4-Way match, as Kevin Owens defends against Drew McIntyre and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Who will the final man in that matchup be? Will it be Ariya Daivari, or will it be this man? Introducing his opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, looking to get himself in the Battleground Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship tonight. But what a victory this would be for Ariya Daivari in his very first match. Could he join the ranks of the United States Championship picture? That would be massive for his career. So Daivari versus Ambrose. Wait a minute. Daivari extending out his... Oh! Extending out his hand, but taking a cheap shot at Dean Ambrose. I don't think that was wise. Ambrose is going to be ticked off now, and here comes the Lunatic. Unloading on Daivari to begin this match. Daivari able to kick Ambrose away, trying to stop the rage of the Lunatic Fringe. Daivari driving his knees into the back of Ambrose there. Ambrose, though, right back up to his feet. Catches that elbow by Daivari. And now Ambrose set up against the ropes. Daivari. Oh! Another knee, this time to the chest of Ambrose. And now Daivari up to the second rope. Went for an elbow. Ambrose able to get out of the way. And now Dean Ambrose taking advantage with a DDT there on Ariya Daivari. Daivari, though, tripping up the legs of Ambrose, and Ambrose rolling to the outside to create separation. But now here comes the Lunatic Fringe. Right back into the action. Knee to the skull. And now Daivari sent off the ropes. Ambrose spinebuster. Spinebuster there to Daivari. And Ambrose is all fired up. Daivari back up to his feet. And now Ambrose, backbreaker. Knee driven right into the back there of Daivari. Oh, and there's an elbow right to the skull as well. Dean Ambrose taking full control right now, as there's a stomp to the midsection and a boot right to the chest. WWE fans firmly behind Dean Ambrose as he delivers that chop and headbutt combination. And there's another headbutt. Ambrose feeling it right now as he is in full control. Oh, stomp right there to the chest. And Ambrose just walking over the newcomer to Monday Night Raw. Elbow by Daivari, dazing Ambrose, and there's a neck breaker. Daivari following it up. And now Daivari slowing this matchup down. Cranking away at the neck of Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose now in trouble, but he manages to stay alive. Daivari getting a 1 count there on the Lunatic Fringe. Is now off that stomp to the back. Daivari has Ambrose down on one knee here. Oh, it's Daivari. What a right hand. And now Daivari tries to get Ambrose back up to his feet, but there's an uppercut. And now Ambrose with a snap suplex. And again, Ambrose firing himself up, pounding on his chest. WWE fans firmly behind him, as now here comes the lunatic. The jabs and the punches in the corner onto Ariya Daivari. And now Ambrose waiting for Daivari to get back up to his feet. Daivari able to block that right hand. And now off that kick to the gut, there's another neck breaker. Another neck breaker by Daivari into the cover. What a victory this would be. Daivari, no. Kick out at 2 by Ambrose. And now Ambrose struggling to get back up to his feet, but there's a punch to the midsection. And now Ambrose with a shot to the back. Daivari actually had a brother here in WWE once. He was unfortunately let go and is now pursuing other projects, but Daivari has some experience in the wrestling business from what his brother has taught him, no doubt. As here comes Ambrose, suicide dive, but Daivari knew it was coming. And there's the experience that no doubt his brother taught him. This is awesome chants from the WWE fans as Daivari stops the suicide dive. Now has Ambrose on the apron. Oh, DDT on the hardest part of the ring. And Daivari extremely proud of himself right now. Let's look at this. Daivari ground and pound. Unloading on Ambrose on the outside of the ring. And now Ambrose sent back inside. Daivari following. Stomp to the back. And now Daivari, wait a second, he's going to go up. He's going to go up top, but Ambrose kips right back up. Chop. Catching Daivari dead in his tracks. And now Daivari in a precarious situation. But now so is Dean Ambrose. This is going to end poorly for one of these men. Butterfly suplex by Ambrose. Off the top rope. Ambrose to advance to the fatal 4-way at Battleground. No, kick out. Daivari still in this matchup. What a showing here for Ariya Daivari, the newcomer to Raw's Cruiserweight division. And now Ambrose sends Daivari into the corner forearm, followed by a running bulldog. And now Dean Ambrose dropping the elbow right to the chest. And now Daivari picked back up to his feet. Dean Ambrose, neckbreaker of his own. And now again Daivari back up to a vertical base thanks to Ambrose. Another shot to the back. And now Daivari headfirst into a turnbuckle. And now what is Ambrose thinking about here? Oh my goodness! Ambrose! Oh! Ambrose! Ambrose is in trouble! Oh my goodness, no way! No way! Daivari's setting him up! Daivari's looking for it! Hammerlock clothesline! No way! Daivari may do it! The cover! Daivari did it! What a victory! What a showing! Daivari defeats Dean Ambrose in his first matchup in the new era. Watch this again as Ambrose caught his back on the top turnbuckle, and then the hammerlock clothesline was enough to put away the lunatic fringe. Right place, right time for Ariya Daivari. What a victory for that young man. Ariya Daivari is now part of the fatal 4-way for the United States title at the Battleground pay-per-view. Wait a second, what is Daivari? Is that $1 in his hand? I think that is $1 in Daivari's hand. What is he doing with that? Oh no! He just shoved it in Ambrose's mouth. Well, that was uncalled for. Heath, I wanted to speak to you about last Tuesday. When you stepped up to Brock Lesnar, I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that coming. I knew you were desperate and everything to keep your job, but that caught me off guard. When I saw you do that, it got me thinking a lot, because I just simply cannot bring myself to fire you after seeing that courageous effort. And apparently, I'm not the only one that wants you to stay, because somebody came up to me and said that he wanted to team up with you and help you get a victory so that you can stay here on Raw employed. Who? RHYNO. So I've set up a tag team match for tonight, and if you win, you can stay here on Raw with your job intact. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for giving me this chance. You earned it, Heath. Consider it a reward for showing your bravery and stepping up to Brock Lesnar. Good luck. The following contest is for the Raw Women's Championship. We are back here, everybody, on Monday Night Raw, as here comes the boss. The former Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks, set for action here tonight in the rematch from the SummerSlam pay-per-view, where she lost the championship. Ruby Riot was able to defeat Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title in a triple threat matchup by pinning Nikki Bella. Sasha Banks stated last week here on the Red Brand that Ruby Riot only got the victory because of Nikki Bella's involvement with the matchup itself. Implying, of course, that if it was a one-on-one encounter, Sasha Banks would have retained her championship at SummerSlam. Well, tonight we are going to find out if that is a true statement or not. As here comes the current Raw Women's Champion, accompanied, of course, to the ring by her mentor, Paige. There is Ruby Riot. Ruby Riot has now held that championship for 2 weeks. A great start thus far into her reign as Raw Women's Champion. But there is a possibility that her reign may be short-lived. Sasha Banks may indeed be able to recapture the Raw Women's title here tonight. So once again, the Raw Women's Championship will be on the line in this encounter. Introducing the participants. First introducing the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks. And introducing her opponent from Lafayette, Indiana. She is the current Raw Women's Champion, Ruby Riot. So here we go. Ruby Riot defending the Raw Women's title here tonight for the first time since she won it against the former champion, Sasha Banks. The official rematch from the SummerSlam pay-per-view is about to be a go. The referee getting ready to call for the bell, and we are underway. Sasha Banks taking on Ruby Riot, and Ruby Riot's going to push Banks into the corner to begin this matchup. Referee going to look for a clean break, but he won't get one as Banks takes the cheap shot. Not a surprise, as wait a second, inside cradle here by Banks. Riot though now with a cover and a kick out at 1. Ruby Riot went for a kick, but Sasha able to block. Sasha went for a slap, but Ruby Riot saw it coming. Banks able to reverse that suplex attempt. Oh, and there's a Shining Wizard. Knee right to the skull of Ruby Riot there. And now Sasha Banks taking control as this matchup begins. Riot going to be sent into the corner. And Banks with the double knees. And now Riot picked back up to a vertical base. Sasha now sends her off the ropes. And oh, missed that clothesline. Ruby Riot from behind. European uppercut to the back. And Ruby Riot telling Banks to bring it. That is going to just incite frustration into the mind of Sasha Banks as, oh, well, there's Banks with a big shot there to Riot. And now here come the forearms from the former Raw Women's Champion. Drop kick now by Sasha. And there's a big boot to the face. Elbow drop now going off to the legs of Ruby Riot is Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks, of course, a proficient submission specialist, as there's a shot to the midsection by Ruby Riot. Arm wrench kick to the gut. And now Ruby Riot fighting back. Knee right there to the skull of Banks. And now Riot looking to follow it up, but Sasha with the reversal. Pushes Ruby Riot away. And there's a Hurricane Rana. The agility on display there from Sasha Banks and a little ego as well. Showing disrespect to the new champion. Ruby Riot is now... Ruby Riot setting up Sasha Banks here off the second rope with a tornado snap suplex. What a move that was. And now Riot up to the second rope. She wants Sasha Banks back up to her feet. And now Riot with a Meteora off the second rope. Riot though not going to go for the cover just yet. Ruby Riot grabs a hold of Banks. And now head first into the top turnbuckle. And look at Ruby Riot dealing the damage. But now Sasha Banks returning the favour. Backstabber from behind. Sasha now with the first cover of this match. And it's only a 1 count. Sasha Banks now with a shot there to the back of Ruby Riot. And now again head first into the top turnbuckle. And now, uh-oh, Ruby Riot does not want to be there. Double knees into the midsection. Sasha now again into the cover to win back her championship. No, Riot's able to kick out at 2. Just want to clarify that, of course, Sasha Banks feels that the Raw Women's title is still her championship. As now she looks for the Banks statement, but Riot able to fight out of it. Oh, Enziguri only just called it. But it was enough to take Sasha Banks down. And now Ruby Riot maybe looking for the Riot kick here. But Sasha able to reverse. And now Sasha from behind with a back suplex. Ruby Riot picked back up to her feet. Kick to the midsection. And now Sasha Banks setting her up. Bankrupt. Bankrupt by Banks. Into the cover once again to win back the title. No, another kick out at 2. This is getting very competitive, as to be expected. As now Sasha with a kick to the midsection. Riot sent off the ropes. Riot though this time able to reverse with a fireman's carry takeover. And now snapmare takedown by Riot. Looking for a headbutt but caught that elbow. And now Ruby Riot is dazed as she gets sent into the corner. Oh, what a slap. Slap across the face by Banks, and now Riot set up on the top rope. And oh no, Sasha Banks double knees once again. This time, Riot was in the top rope position. Cover, Sasha Banks to win back the title. No, kick out at 2. Near fall there for Sasha. Almost won back the championship there, but now Sasha Banks, top rope, frog splash. Is it enough to win back the title now? Cover, no. Another near fall. And now Riot once again back up to a vertical base. As now Sasha, what is Sasha setting up here? Snapmare takedown of her own. And now look at this. Submission maneuver. Slowing the match pace down. Sasha Banks wants control here in this matchup, and she has it. Trying to keep Ruby Riot at bay here with the seated abdominal stretch. But now Ruby Riot trying to create separation. And Ruby Riot with a hip toss. Separation made. And now Ruby Riot taunting away to her fans in attendance tonight in Colorado Springs. Big shot there to Sasha. And now Sasha sent into the corner by Ruby Riot. And there's the shoulder tackle. You know what comes next? Ruby Riot with the super kick. And here comes super kick number 2. Now looking for the triple. And there it is. Triple super kicks in the corner. And now Ruby Riot climbing to the top rope. What is this? Oh, went for a senton. But Sasha gets out of the way. And now the kick to the gut. Sasha Banks again with bankrupt. Is it enough for Sasha Banks to regain the Raw Women's title? The cover, no. Another kick out at 2. Another near fall for Sasha Banks as Banks gets in the face of the official in disbelief. And now Sasha Banks wants the Banks statement. Couldn't connect it the first time. Will this be it this time? There's the backstabber again. And now right away, going into the Banks statement. Locking it in. Ruby Riot's in trouble. Sasha Banks to regain the championship. No, wait a second. Riot with a roll-up. Shoulders down. Here on Banks. Riot to retain the title. No. Kick out at 2. And now Riot going into the head scissors. And driving her elbows into the skull of Banks. Ruby Riot now gonna slow this matchup down. Cranking away at the neck of the former champion. Soccer ball kick right to the back. WWE fans giving this matchup their full, undivided attention. This matchup has been highly anticipated since it was promoted last week. As now Riot with the seated abdominal stretch locked in. And now it's Banks who tries to create separation. And she does with a hip toss. Just like Riot did earlier on in the match. And now Sasha, neckbreaker, no. Riot able to counter. And now Riot snap suplex. Sasha Banks picked right back up to her feet though. Kick to the midsection. And now Ruby Riot may be looking for a power bomb. Sasha Banks is in position. Riot now. Oh, driving the skull of Banks into a top turnbuckle. But now look at Sasha Banks catching the leg and tripping up Ruby Riot. And now Sasha Banks setting up Ruby Riot. There's a neckbreaker. Neckbreaker by Banks. But Banks is severely hurting from the effects of this matchup. Sasha trying to get Riot back up to her feet, but there's an uppercut. Dazing Sasha. Roll through. Kick to the side of the face. And Sasha wisely getting out of the ring. Getting out of harm's way is Sasha Banks. But now Ruby Riot's going to follow her out there. Sasha back inside the ring, as is Ruby Riot now. And Ruby Riot quicker on that exchange, sending Sasha into the corner. Gut-wrench suplex by Banks now though. Sasha Banks with a gut-wrench suplex. And now getting Riot back up to her feet once again and sending her into the corner. And now here's Sasha. No, Ruby Riot able to reverse. Fireman's carry takeover once again. And now Ruby Riot sends Banks into the corner. Sasha though with an elbow and a drop kick to follow. And now Sasha with a stomp to the midsection. Wait a second, the Banks statement locked in. Sasha's got it. Banks statement locked in. Is Ruby Riot going to tap out? Sasha Banks to regain the Raw Women's title right here. Ruby Riot is in trouble. She could tap out, but Sasha releases the submission. Sasha too hurt. She had to let go of the hold. Sasha Banks could not keep the hold locked in, and now she needs to think fast on what she's gonna do next. Oh, this is smart. This is incredibly smart. Going for the cover. Was the damage enough? No. Kick out at 2 by Riot. That was incredibly smart though by Sasha Banks. The damage could have been enough to put away Ruby Riot. Unfortunately though, it wasn't. As now Riot fighting back with a headbutt. And now Riot is feeling it. Firing herself up. Sasha Banks is on the apron and oh! Sasha caught Riot there with a kick. And now inside cradle. Once again shoulders down here on Riot. Oh, kick out. That was too close. Oh, forearm by Banks. Riot could be unconscious. Sasha Banks. This is her moment. Guillotine locked in. The guillotine locked in. Submission maneuver locked in. Is Riot going to tap out? Or even pass out? Can Riot hold on here? Oh, what an escape! That was a great escape from Riot. Elbow smash. And now Sasha sent back into the corner. And now, wait a second. Ruby Riot's going to up the ante here in this match. Going up to the top right with Sasha. Hurricane Rana off the top. Amazing. And now Riot getting Sasha back up to her feet. And she gets sent into the corner once more. Shoulder tackle from Riot. And she's looking for the 3 super kicks. There's the first one. Here comes the second one. And now the triple super kicks to Sasha Banks. Banks is down. And now Ruby Riot targeting the legs. An all-out assault here on the former champion. Sasha lands on her feet. Backstabber once again. Into the cover to regain the title. No, another kick out. Another kick out from Ruby Riot. And now here comes Sasha Banks fighting back. Went for the kick to the midsection. Riot caught the leg. Oh, and there's a power bomb. Power bomb from Ruby Riot. And now the current Raw Women's Champion back in control. Sasha Banks picked back up to her feet yet again. And oh, there's the Riot kick out of nowhere. The Riot kick on Banks. Cover by Riot to retain. Riot got it. Ruby Riot is still the Raw Women's Champion. What a match. Let's take a look at this again. Ruby Riot with a thunderous powerbomb after catching the leg of Sasha Banks. And then the Riot kick out of nowhere was enough to put away the boss. Ruby Riot retaining the championship here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to Riot. And now wait a second, Paige is now in the ring. And well, Ruby Riot offering out her hand to her mentor, and Paige incredibly proud of what her protege has accomplished. Well, still to come your way tonight, guys. We will find out the man that will take on Apollo Crews in the #1 contenders match to the Universal Championship next week, when the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin takes on the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. We are back here live on Monday Night Raw. And well, here comes a returning wrestler from WWE's past. There is the bizarre one, known as GOLDUST. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Hollywood, California, GOLDUST. GOLDUST set to make his in-ring debut here tonight to the new era of WWE. And well, as you can see, GOLDUST is still living up to his nickname of the Bizarre One. He has made quite the career out of being, well, bizarre, as it were. GOLDUST set to take on another returning superstar from the past, who will now be joining Monday Night Raw's Cruiserweight division. Here comes the Brian Kendrick. Introducing his opponent from Venice Beach, California, the Brian Kendrick. The Brian Kendrick, a tag team specialist who found much success here in WWE before leaving after some personal issues arose. He now looks to make a successful return to WWE here on Monday Night Raw as he joins the new Cruiserweight division. I spoke to Brian Kendrick earlier on before the show began, and he told me that this is a fresh start for him here in WWE. Gone are the days of personal issues. This is his return, and it's gonna be a successful one. So a very motivated Brian Kendrick coming up against the returning GOLDUST here tonight, and there's the power advantage of GOLDUST, but Kendrick's not gonna let that stop him. Calf kick there to GOLDUST. And now GOLDUST with a reversal. The Fireman's Carry takeover there to Kendrick. And now here's GOLDUST with a right hand. Kendrick over the standing switch. Shot to the back. And now here's Kendrick trying to take GOLDUST off guard. Shoulders down, only for a 2 count. Almost caught GOLDUST by surprise there, did Kendrick. And oh, what a big boot. Big boot right there to the Bizarre One. And Brian Kendrick, well, I was about to say he's in control, but GOLDUST with another Fireman's Carry takeover. And now the kick to the gut. And here's GOLDUST. Oh, another kick to the skull. Wow, that was innovative. But that is GOLDUST in a nutshell as he drops that knee off the second rope to the skull of Kendrick. You still got it, chants from the WWE fans. Directed, of course, at GOLDUST. DDT, though, by Kendrick. Here's the cover. And a kick out at 1. And now Brian Kendrick. Look at this. Kendrick is clearly a frustrated man. He is frustrated that he let his personal issues get in the way of becoming a successful wrestler. I mean, he was successful, don't get me wrong, but he had the potential of climbing to the very top of WWE. And maybe those personal issues could have got in the way of that. Clearly that's how Kendrick feels, as there's another DDT planting the skull of GOLDUST into the mat. Now Kendrick climbing to the top rope. Here's Kendrick, frog splash. Could that be enough to put away GOLDUST? No, another 2 count. And now Brian Kendrick gonna try a submission maneuver perhaps. I have heard that Kendrick has been training in the world of submission-based wrestling. Camel clutch locked in here, but the Bizarre One is able to escape. GOLDUST able to escape the camel clutch. And now maybe this is a comeback for the Bizarre One. Uppercut to the face. And now from behind, wait a second, here it comes. GOLDUST with the curtain call. Is that enough for a successful return for Goldie? No, Kendrick's able to kick out. 2 count for the Bizarre One. GOLDUST briefly arguing with the referee, and Kendrick looking to take advantage. But GOLDUST with yet another Fireman's Carry takeover. And now Goldust may be looking for the final cut. Kendrick blocked it. And there's a suplex. Suplex by Kendrick. And now Goldust picked back up to his feet. Here's Kendrick. Oh, he calls that Dr. Teeth. The skull of Goldust into the knee of Kendrick. Here's the cover. And a kick out at 2 once again. And you can see the frustration building in the Brian Kendrick. He wants this to be a successful return to WWE. Hold on a second. The bridge by Goldust. Oh, and Kendrick's able to kick out. Goldust almost putting away the Brian Kendrick right there. WWE fans firmly behind the bizarre one. As now Goldust setting up Brian Kendrick for something. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Goldust with a gourd buster. The gourd buster to Kendrick. And now Goldust another elbow drop into the chest. Another stomp to the midsection as well as Goldust targets the arm of Kendrick. This matchup is all about who wants a successful return to WWE more as Goldust applies the chin lock. But Kendrick is able to escape with a stunner, dazing Goldust. And now Kendrick once again with Dr. Teeth. And now Kendrick may be looking for the end of this match. Goldust may be in trouble. Kendrick, he calls this the captain's hook. A new submission maneuver taught to him by HBK, the legendary Shawn Michaels. And Goldust has to tap out. The Brian Kendrick is victorious. Kendrick with a successful return to WWE tonight. As we take a look at this again, first it was the stunner there that allowed Kendrick to hit Dr. Teeth for the second time in this match. And then Kendrick would lock in the new submission maneuver taught to him by the legendary Shawn Michaels. The captain's hook, and Goldust had no choice but to tap out. Congratulations to the Brian Kendrick. What a showing that was as he makes his return to WWE. Will this be a revival of the Brian Kendrick's career? It is only a matter of time before we find out. Alright, Heath, listen to me. I'm going to help you through this. All you have to do is follow my lead out there. I'm going to help you keep your job because honestly, I can't witness someone as nice as you lose their job. Are you ready? Yeah, I just wanted to say, shh. You don't have to thank me, okay? Let's do this. Welcome back, everybody, to Monday Night Raw, as it is now time for some tag team action. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Heath Slater and RHYNO. Heath Slater now has a tag team partner in RHYNO. RHYNO also making a return here to WWE. It has been quite the night for returns here on Monday Night Raw this evening. RHYNO has stated that he wants to help Heath Slater remain here on Monday Night Raw because he could not stand seeing a guy as nice as Heath Slater lose his job here on the Red Brand. So if Slater and RHYNO are victorious tonight, then Slater will remain on Monday Night Raw. And here come their opponents. It seems that Kevin Nash is not just going to make things easy for RHYNO and Slater. Introducing their opponents, the team of Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. The Usos, a well-accomplished team here in WWE. They have stacked up quite the amount of victories as of late, and it is going to be hard for Slater and RHYNO to halt the momentum of the Uso brothers. But maybe with the stakes high and Slater's job on the line, maybe Slater and RHYNO will be able to pull this one off. The hope is there, but it is going to be extremely difficult. That's for damn sure. Slater's going to start things off with Jimmy Uso here in this match as we now are underway. And Jimmy Uso applies the waistlock to begin proceedings here. And Slater already in trouble. There's the takedown now by Jimmy Uso. Oh, but Slater applies the head scissors. Smart move there by the one-man band, Heath Slater. Wrenching away on the neck there of Jimmy Uso. And now Slater with the go behind. Waistlock takedown now by Heath. And now it's Jimmy Uso. In trouble, but he manages to change things quickly. Waistlock once again. And another takedown by Jimmy Uso. And now Slater trying to get back up to his feet. But Jimmy Uso slamming the face of Slater into the mat. And here's Jimmy Uso remaining in control with a Russian leg sweep. Tag made, and now in comes Jay. Jay Uso now legal as he ascends up to the second rope, and there's a flip senton from Jay Uso. Jumping elbow right to the chest of Slater. And Slater may really in a bad way here, but as I say that, able to evade that kick, and there's an inverted power slam. Slater now with an opportunity to make the tag, but instead he drives his knees into the midsection of Jay Uso. And now look at Slater go. Slater's job on the line here in this matchup as there's an Enziguri. Enziguri by Slater. And he is feeling it. Slater with the momentum, but there's a forearm. Forearm by Jay. And now looking for the Samoan drop, and he delivers it. Slater trying to make it to RHYNO to make a tag, but Jay Uso knows that as soon as RHYNO gets into this match, things are going to go south for the Uso brothers. Jay Uso now with a shot to the back of Slater. And now, isolating Heath Slater, a ring across from his partner. Shots to the back now, as Slater rebounds off the ropes. And now the stomp to the back, and here's Jay setting up the submission maneuver known as Tequila Sunrise. Locked in here on Slater. Slater's job on the line. Is Slater going to submit and surrender his job? No, he's going to try and escape, and he does. Slater escapes the submission maneuver. Oh, but Jay Uso quicker on the draw. Sends Slater into the turnbuckle. Slater now though with the fireman's carry takeover. Jay Uso sending Slater again into the corner. And now tying him up to the Tree of Woe. Slater in a bad position. As now, Jay Uso off the top rope with a double foot stomp. Slater, though, wisely heads to the outside of the ring. And now Jay following. Slater back inside the ring now. And Jay Uso once again quicker. As Slater is back into the corner once again. And now up to the second rope. Jay Uso with a headbutt to the back. That could be it. Jay shoots the half here on Slater. And a kick out. Kick out at 2 by Slater. His job is still intact. But now Slater needs to try and fight back, and he's doing so. Forearm, went for a chop, but Jay Uso with a massive clothesline to the back. But look at Slater trying to crawl towards his partner. Tag made, and in comes the man beast. RHYNO is in. Knee to the gut. Went for a kick. But Jay Uso caught the leg. Now maybe looking for the Rikishi driver. Russian leg sweep though by RHYNO. And now belly to belly. Belly to belly suplex by RHYNO. And RHYNO is fired up. RHYNO is feeling it. He gets Jay back up to his feet and sends him off the ropes. RHYNO with a massive back elbow. And now Jay trying to figure out where he is after that tremendous impact. Shot to the back now of Jay. RHYNO taunting away to the fans as Jay tags out to his brother Jimmy. Oh, nobody home there for either man. And now RHYNO from behind with an electric chair drop. Heath Slater back on the apron, ready for a tag if need be. But I think RHYNO has got this. Stomp right there to the midsection. Oh, but Jimmy elbowing the midsection of RHYNO, and there's a forearm to follow. And now here's Jimmy Uso, RHYNO shutting down that offense. And here comes the Man Beast once again. Sit out GOLDUST. And Jimmy Uso is in trouble. RHYNO now up to the second rope. Massive splash. And that could be it. But RHYNO not quite done yet. Another back elbow and another knee to the midsection. And now RHYNO again. Another belly-to-belly suplex. This time into the cover to keep Heath Slater's job alive. No. Kick out at 2. Oh, and Jay with a headbutt to RHYNO. And now both men are down. Who is going to capitalize first? RHYNO back up to his feet. Jay though with another shot. Another shot to RHYNO. Oh, and there's a kick. Super kick as well from Jimmy. Double team there by the Usos. And now RHYNO is in trouble. RHYNO may need to tag out the Slater, but it may be too late. The Usos may have this one on lockdown. Uso splash to RHYNO. Slater's job on the line. Here's the cover and Slater breaks up the cover. And now here's Slater. Wait a minute. Neck breaker from behind. Neck breaker from behind by Slater. Slater doing whatever it takes to keep his job intact here on Monday Night Raw. This may be Slater's final chance. He needs to do whatever it takes. Both men trying to get back up to their feet. RHYNO up first. And now RHYNO getting Jay back up to his feet. RHYNO sends him into the corner. And here's RHYNO with a running shoulder tackle. And now RHYNO looking to follow that up. Oh my goodness, just launching Jey Uso into the air with ease. And now it may be gore time. Jay's in trouble. Gore by RHYNO. The gore by RHYNO. Slater may keep his job. Oh, kick out at 2. What? Are you kidding me? Jey Uso just kicked out of the gore. A shocking turn of events there. As now clothesline sends RHYNO to the outside. And Jey Uso, wait a second. Jay over the top rope. Taking out the Man Beast. Oh, but Slater with a running bulldog. Again doing whatever it takes to keep his job intact. Slater getting Jay back up to his feet. RHYNO still recovering from that dive over the top rope from Jey Uso. Jay now set back inside the ring by Heath Slater. And now RHYNO sliding back inside the ring now. Jey Uso right for the picking. Oh, but Jay fighting back. Oh, super kick. Uppercut to RHYNO. Nice combination. Looking for something, but oh, there's a reverse DDT now by the Man Beast. And RHYNO may want out of this match, and he makes the tag back to Slater. Slater once again legal as he stomps on the face of Jey Uso. Drives his knee into the back now of Jay. And now Jay picked back up to his feet. Slater setting him up. Headlock driver. High impact there from that move. And now Slater may be looking to finish off Jay here. What a victory this would be. Oh! back of the head, planted into the mat. Slater, the cover to keep his job. No, kick out at 2 once again. So close. Slater can't get caught off guard though. He can't let the pressure get to him here. The stakes are too high for that. As now Slater gets dumped to the outside. And now Jey Uso looking for a tag perhaps, yes. In comes Jimmy Uso once again. And now Slater. Here comes Slater. But there's a forearm from Jimmy. And now Jimmy Uso hooks the arms. Butterfly suplex. Plants Slater back first into the mat. And now Jimmy Uso sends Slater into the corner once more. And uh-oh. Slater does not want to be there. Jimmy Uso with the hip attack in the corner. Slater could be out. Slater could be out, but wait a minute. In comes RHYNO. Clothesline. RHYNO with a clothesline on Jimmy Uso. And now RHYNO with a kick to the gut. RHYNO doing whatever it takes. Powerbomb. Can Slater capitalize? Slater and RHYNO doing whatever it takes to keep Slater's job. The cover off the powerbomb, but only a 1 count. Damn, if Slater would have got into that cover a bit sooner, he may have got the victory there. Slater, though, not going to let that kick out get to him. Oh, forearm as Jimmy rebounds off the ropes. Slater may be closing in on a victory. But wait a minute. Slater's taunting Jimmy Uso. I don't think this is wise, Heath. You can't get caught up in this moment. You got to stay on Jimmy. And Slater now, off the second rope, drops the knee to the skull. And Jimmy Uso is in trouble. Jimmy Uso is in a bad way right now. Slater maybe looking for the end. Kick to the midsection. Slater plants him. Lifting reverse DDT. Is that enough to keep Heath Slater on Raw? The cover and Slater got him. Slater is staying on Monday Night Raw. Heath Slater has done it. Slater and RHYNO embrace. What a moment. After all of that, after everything that Slater has been through, he keeps his job on Raw. We are back live here on Monday Night Raw, as here comes the Samoan Submission Machine. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe making his way out to the ring, and it was 2 weeks ago where Rollins and Joe were meant to battle in a matchup here on Monday Night Raw. However, that match never took place because Samoa Joe attacked Rollins in the parking lot area, and the matchup could not take place due to Rollins getting injured. Rollins was in no state to compete after that attack in the parking lot by Samoa Joe. What has Joe got to say for himself? Seth, 2 weeks ago I taught you a valuable lesson. You don't fight back against somebody greater than you. That's what you tried to do 4 weeks ago, and you failed. You tried it 2 weeks ago, and you failed. You should give it up before I put you down once and for all. I cost you your championship at Money in the Bank, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I would advise you to take heed to my warning. Give it a rest while you still can. Well, short and to the point, Samoa Joe issuing a warning to Seth Rollins. According to Samoa Joe, there is nothing that Rollins can do to avenge Joe costing him his championship at Money in the Bank. We are back here on Monday Night Raw, and moments ago Samoa Joe issued a warning to Seth Rollins Well, next week, we will find out what Rollins does in response, because next week, Rollins returns to Monday Night Raw. Right now, though, it is time for our main event of the evening. It is time to find out who will face Apollo Crews next week here on the Red Brand in a #1 contenders match to the Universal Championship. And here comes the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, from Kansas City, Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin making his way down to the ring. And Baron Corbin may have the potential to become a Universal Champion here in WWE at some point. Will that point be the Battleground pay-per-view? We are going to find out before the night is over if Baron Corbin will be the one to face Apollo Crews next week in the #1 contenders match to the Universal Championship. Again, the winner of next week's match will face the champion Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship at Battleground. And here comes Corbin's opponent, the underdog from the underground. It's Sami Zayn. Introducing his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, a man with a lot of heart and passion for the wrestling business. Sami Zayn has the potential to become a champion here in WWE as well. Could Sami Zayn be the one to face Braun Strowman at Battleground for the Universal Championship? That would be quite the contrast in styles. Nevertheless, it will be one of these men that takes on Apollo Crews in the #1 contenders match next week here on Raw. This is our main event of the evening, and we are underway. And Baron Corbin's going to start proceedings by grabbing a hold of Sami Zayn and setting him up against the ropes, and now using that top rope as a weapon, pulling it into the throat of Sami Zayn there. And now Corbin drives his knee into the back of the head of Sami Zayn, and he just trash talks the WWE fans here in Colorado. And now Corbin with a shot to the back of Zayn. And Corbin has taken control as this matchup begins. Again, driving his knee into the back of the head of the underdog from the underground. And now Sami Zayn going to be sent off the ropes. Corbin went for a boot. Dragon screw leg whip though by Sami. And now here comes Sami Zayn. DDT there on Corbin. Elbow drop now to the chest. And Sami Zayn mounting a comeback here in this matchup now. Corbin sent off the ropes. And here's Zayn with the neck breaker. Swinging neck breaker there to Corbin. And now the Lone Wolf being picked back up to his feet, but that was a rake to the eye. Corbin raking the eye of Sami Zayn. Oh, and there's a massive Samoan drop. And just like that, Corbin is back in control. But Sami Zayn fighting back. And that is the resilience of Sami Zayn right there, as there's a forearm in the corner onto Baron Corbin. Oh, but Baron Corbin blocking that right hand. And now, oh, sending Sami Zayn into the turnbuckle. And there is the power advantage of Baron Corbin coming into play, as now he just cranks away at the neck of Zayn. And there's the arrogance of Corbin also coming into play now. Jawbreaker now though by Sami Zayn. And here's Sami with a tilt-a-whirl into a pinning predicament. Shoulders down, only for a 1 count. Corbin picked back up to a vertical base. And once again, Zayn sends him against the ropes. And here comes another swinging neck breaker. Corbin is down. And now Zayn gonna head up high. Sami Zayn, Swanton Bomb. Is it enough to put away Corbin? No, kick out at 2. A 2 count there for Sami Zayn. But this is the fight of Sami as there's a massive clothesline from the Lone Wolf. Sami Zayn now hit with the deep 6. Deep 6 from Corbin into the cover to advance to the matchup next week. No. A kick out at 2 by Sami. And now Corbin may be looking for the end of days. Sami Zayn in trouble here. But Zayn is able to counter. Knee into the gut of Corbin. And now into the corner. And Sami Zayn trying to keep this match up at a quick pace. That is what Sami Zayn needs to do as here he comes through the turnbuckle with a torpedo DDT. This is awesome chants from the WWE fans appreciating Sami Zayn here tonight. As now Zayn again trying to keep things quick. Once again, Sami up to the top rope. Corbin back up to his feet. Crossbody. Is this enough? Lateral press here. Shoulders down, but again, only a 2 count. Oh, and now Corbin taking out the legs of Sami Zayn. And Baron Corbin once again taking control, but Sami Zayn again not going to go down without a fight here this evening. Here's Sami now. Oh, tornado DDT off the top rope. Is that enough to put away Corbin? No, only a 1 count. Corbin able to kick out with ease that time. As now, oh, belly to belly suplex attempt. No, Zayn able to reverse. And now a kick to the midsection. Follows it up with a forearm, does Sami. And now Sami Zayn unloading on Corbin in the corner. And now Corbin set up on the top turnbuckle. Sami Zayn with something big in mind. Here's Sami Zayn with a Hurricane Rana. Sami Zayn 1 step closer to becoming #1 contender. No, Corbin kicks out once again. And the matchup continues. And now Baron Corbin again picked back up to a vertical base by Sami Zayn. And Zayn again sends Corbin into the corner. Zayn now backing up. Hell of a kick. Hell of a kick in the corner. Corbin could be out. Another cover now by Sami. Hooking the outside leg. But Corbin again survives. Corbin kicks out of that. Hell of a kick from Sami Zayn. And now Sami Zayn may be looking to put Corbin away there, but Corbin reverses it with a jab. And now off the kick to the gut. There's the slam, and what a punch. Right to the skull. Corbin now cover. Shoulders down. Sami kicks out at 2. Wow. Who will advance to next week's #1 contenders match to take on Apollo Crews? As now Sami Zayn up on the shoulder of Baron Corbin. Zayn though slips off the back and targets the leg. Great move there by Sami. And now Sami Zayn sending Corbin back into the corner once more. And now again Sami Zayn looking to up the ante here in this main event match. Corbin once again on the top turnbuckle. Sami Zayn, neck breaker. Neck breaker off the top rope. And now Sami Zayn lining up Baron Corbin, possibly looking for the end of this match. Sami Zayn with the blue thunder bomb. He got it. Sami Zayn shoots the half, hooks the outside leg, shoulders down on Corbin. Zayn for the victory. No. Corbin again stays alive in this match. And now Sami Zayn, he is feeling it. Could we be seeing some fighting spirit coming up here? Couple of clotheslines. And now here's Zayn. Oh, he missed the drop kick. He missed the drop kick, and Corbin taking advantage with a backbreaker. Corbin now, disrespectful forearm across the face, and Sami kicks out once again. And Corbin is seeing the resilience firsthand. The resilience of Sami Zayn on full display. Baron Corbin once again cranking away at the neck of the underdog from the underground. And now Corbin again with deep six, hooking the leg. Baron Corbin, he's done it, no! Oh my goodness, Sami Zayn. And look at Corbin. That says it all right there. Corbin can't believe it. And look at Sami, right back up to his feet. How much heart does Zayn have, as there goes Corbin. Sent to the outside of the ring, off that clothesline. Oh, and Sami Zayn with a senton off the apron. What a main event, as now Zayn gets sent back inside the ring. Corbin follows. Zayn, though, once again right back up to his feet. And here comes Sami Zayn. Another DDT on Corbin. And now the underdog from the underground up to the second rope. What does Sami Zayn have in store for Corbin? Top rope crossbody. Again with the lateral press. Oh, Corbin. Corbin again. Able to get his shoulder up in time. And now Corbin with a reversal. Zayn in the corner. Oh! And here's a German suplex from the Lone Wolf. And now Baron Corbin may be looking for the end of this match. Kick to the gut. Powerbomb perhaps here. No. Wait a minute, what is this? What is Corbin setting up here? Oh, end of days. The end of days out of a gory bomb position. Cover by Corbin. And Baron Corbin puts away Sami Zayn. Corbin is one step closer to becoming #1 contender. Congratulations to the Lone Wolf. Baron Corbin will face Apollo Crews in a #1 contenders match next week here on the Red Brand. The winner of next week's match will go on to the Battleground pay-per-view to take on Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship.